Hey everyone, Cathie Investor back with another video for you today. So in today's video, we're going to talk a bit about the much anticipated ARKX ETF. Today is the day it goes live, so we're going to go a bit over the holdings that they have right now, what kind of holdings they will be having in that ETF moving forward, and why they chose to hold those types of companies. Most of you know I covered how to buy SpaceX in another video. If you haven't watched that, it's going to be in the top right corner, but I thought and I said that ARKX might have SpaceX in their portfolio in some ways. Obviously, I was wrong because most of you know SpaceX or Starlink are still private, but I thought maybe they had found a workaround. Did not happen. So here's my correction. So I'll keep this video as short as possible so you have time to watch this and make up your mind before the market opens. But before I go into this video, I just want to thank everyone that has been subscribing lately. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. We're on the way to 15,000 subscribers. And if you like these videos, leave it an early thumbs up as it really helps me outgrow the channel and get my videos out there. So without further ado, let's dive into this. But so first, let's go back to their big ideas for 2021 at the Orbital Aerospace slide. So nice little wordplay here. The space industry is taking off. First point they make here is rocket and satellite cost declines are upending what once seemed a monopolistic and bureaucratic industry. You can see that, and we will see that actually later with the Falcon 9. Thanks to the advancements in deep learning, mobile connectivity, sensors, 3D printing, and robotics, costs that have been ballooning for decades are beginning to decline. As a result, the number of satellite launches and rocket landing is proliferating. And lastly, according to ARK's research, the orbital aerospace opportunity, including satellite connectivity and hypersonic flight, will exceed $370 billion annually. So they've put this into three categories. The first one is global connectivity, second one hypersonic point-to-point travel, and third one obviously multiplanetary species. Now I won't go over everything. Obviously if you want, link will be down in the description below. And here we have the case with the Falcon 9. So thus far SpaceX has flown the Falcon 9 rocket booster 8 times successfully, and that's why you see such a big difference between the 2016 Atlas V or the 2014 Ariane 5, huge difference in cost, and they say that future reusable starships will cost even less. So this will basically be a domino effect, so lower satellite launch cost could enable continuous global coverage with low latency. So what we have today is basically this right here, GEO 22,000 miles at 700 millisecond latency. GEO is what it says here, geostationary orbit. What they want is LEO, which is low Earth orbit, which is at approximately 300 miles and less than 40 milliseconds of latency. And then obviously another domino falls. So thanks to the lower launch cost, the number of satellites scheduled for orbit has increased significantly. So as you can see here, between 2019 and 2020, it was between 3,000 and 4,000. But in the future, that will be 25,000 or more. So now let's move over to the main event, which is the actual ARKX ETF. So the ARKX launches on March 30th, so which is today. Basically, they say they define space exploration as leading, enabling, or benefiting from technologically enabled products and or services that occur beyond the surface of Earth, which they put into four categories. First one, the orbital aerospace companies are companies that launch, make, service, or operate platforms in the orbital space, including satellites and launch vehicles. Suborbital. Then they have aerospace companies are companies that launch, make, service, or operate platforms in the suborbital space, but do not reach a velocity needed to remain in orbit around a planet. Number three is enabling technologies companies are companies that develop technologies used by space exploration related companies for successful value add aerospace operations. These operations include artificial intelligence, robotics, 3D printing, materials, and energy storage. And then lastly, aerospace beneficiary companies are companies whose operations stand to benefit from aerospace activities, including agriculture, internet access, global positioning system or GPS, construction, imaging, drones, air taxis, and electric aviation vehicles. So no, this was never going to be an ETF for just the likes of Virgin Galactic, Blue Origin, SpaceX, etc. There's much more to it than that. Right, so now let's actually look at their holdings. So we can see here number one, Trimble, number two, the 3D printing ETF. So again, 3D printing, pretty big here. Then some defense contractors with Kratos, L3 Harris, JD.com, very interesting pick. Number 7, Lockheed Martin, again, one of those companies. At number 10, you have Boeing, so pretty big position for them. 11 is Nvidia, 13 Deere & Co, so you see where this is actually going. Amazon, Teradyne, Google, Garmin for the GPS system. And then at number 20, I think that's very surprising to a lot of people. Number 20 is Virgin Galactic, so pretty far down the line. Number 22, Airbus, Elbit at 25, Alibaba 24. Even Netflix has a place in the top 30 at number 27. So you see, it's a pretty diversified ETF with lots of companies from lots of different industries. Right now, there are about 39 companies. If you add all of those companies, all of the market value of those companies, I think you will arrive at something like $1 billion. So it will be a $1 billion ETF as of today. Right, so to conclude, pretty cool ETF like most ARK ETF. They don't focus on just one specific topic regarding space, like sending people to Mars or whatever, but it is focusing on everything that has to do with space and everything that can be done better on Earth using the space aspect. A bit like all the other ETFs out there. As of now, I will not be buying into this ETF. Maybe in the future, if they have a large enough holding of Starlink or SpaceX, for example, I will for sure buy that. Or if I can buy that as an individual, I will do both as well. But what are you doing? Are you going to buy this space ETF? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this, if you hold one of those stocks, probably you do one of those more popular ones. Let me know down in the comments below. And that will be it for this video. If you liked it, consider leaving a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, hit that subscribe button. And as always, guys, take care, stay safe, and see you all in the next video. Bye bye.